Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and oh my goodness, so many of you guys have been sending me this link. I felt the need to respond. Yes, there's a rumor brewing around town that Johnny Depp is set to return to Pirates of the Caribbean and is in talks with Disney for about $300 million after his defamation win. Now, I'm all for this. Don't get me wrong. I pray this is true. This would be such great justice for Johnny. I'm all about it. However, guys, you know I'm here to break down the truth. I've reached out to some sources of my own to try and see if there's any legitimacy to this. However, I'm skeptical. A source told Pop Topic. Who is this? Who's Pop Topic? It's Australia? I've never heard of this site. Some blog that's just saying it. Now, doesn't mean it's false, but of course you guys are going to click on it. And oh my gosh, are you guys clicking on it? It's everywhere this morning. And, you know, it's just like the Aquaman. She's in, she's out. She's in, she's out. Any blog just sort of writes on it and everybody rushes to it. The reality of this story is it's a total rumor. I find it a little suspicious. Do I hope it's true? Sure. Could it be true? Eventually, I think. But from my insider insight, my industry insight, this is too good to be true right now. Disney, look, the reason I'm being honest here is because I don't want to give Disney props for something they haven't done yet. It's just like why I get frustrated with everyone saying, she's out, that woman is out of Aquaman 2. But then it gives Warner Brothers credit and we think the job is done when it's not. So it is important that we truly figure out, all right, is this source real? Now, we could be excited. We can share this as potential good news for Johnny. I get all of those reasons, but let's break this down. Also, I want to break down that, look, there's still a war brewing. This is a headline from The Independent. Paul McCartney, Glastonbury viewers were uncomfortable over inclusion of Johnny Depp video in Saturday's set. This is a hit piece. And what's frustrating is when this gets out there, then it spreads to Yahoo and it gets syndicated onto multiple outlets. And I want to break down this untruth as well. Before we get there, I want to talk about this story. So this story is here and it gets into, Daily Mail and other big sites are now jumping on it because this site, Pop Topic, decided to reveal that a source told them. So let's read the original source so that way we're getting the information clearly and we can decide, is this real or not? Do you guys think? Disney is desperate for Depp. Like right out the gate, Disney's never desperate for anything except for money. And yes, one could argue, well, Depp would make the money right now. The last Pirates still made money even though it wasn't as popular. And right now I would think bringing Johnny back into Pirates would probably be a pretty big thing. But Disney is notoriously shy of getting into trouble. They fire people for the dumbest things, as we've seen them do. And so I don't know if they're that desperate, to be honest, yet. I think it's going to take a little bit of time, but I think they eventually will. And I think Depp will come back into Pirates. But they're saying, according to an industry insider, company is preparing a $301 million deal as a formal apology and a request for the beloved actor to return. I don't think that's enough money for Johnny to just move on that quick. I think there needs to be a lot more stuff. I mean, money as an apology, I'm sure he wants the money and it's great. I think they want it. It's respect right now, which they didn't. They've made billions off of his character that they didn't even believe in the beginning. And then he made them billions of dollars. And then now they're going to go off and make a version with Margot Robbie instead. A request for the beloved actor to return as Captain Jack Sparrow. Remember hearing about Johnny Depp allegedly said he wouldn't do another Pirates even for millions and a million alpacas? Well, it may have just been a joke. Disney are willing to put their money where their mouth is and offer him even more, according to a trusted source close to Disney. The only people who would know this are so high up. I'm sorry, Pop Topic. I don't believe a trusted source that close to Disney would leak it here. The Mouse House company is putting together a deal too good to be true. This would go to the highest of levels. This is a Jerry Bruckheimer sort of deal, and that needs to go to head of Disney, etc. It's a very, very tight source of who would be involved in the type of negotiations. Disney are very interested in patching up their relationship with Johnny Depp. Now, that may be true. After this, they might realize, well, we need to figure out how to do it, but they know it's going to be an uphill battle. They reached out to the actor prior to his defamation trial and asked whether he would be interested in returning for another Pirates film or two. I know corporate sent him a gift basket with a very heartfelt letter, but I'm unsure how it was received. But what I can tell you is that the studio has already penned up a draft for a film about Jack Sparrow, so they're very hopeful that Johnny will forgive them and return as his iconic character. Now, here's something to keep in mind too. This could be true, And Johnny didn't really want to put that out there as widely because he was in a defamation case against you-know-who. We don't say her name anymore. Female Voldemort. That woman, as I call her now. They could have downplayed the fact that Disney was wanting to come back, but then they did interview people at Disney, and this would have come out in the court proceedings. So I don't think there was a relationship. Disney is notorious for ghosting actors. So while I hope this is true, and I'd love to, I wish you would help confirm, and I'll try and reach out to some sources of my own to figure out, can we feel a little bit more confident about this? All this reads suspicious to me. According to the source, Disney was reporting willing to go above and beyond and offer $301 million, exceeding the amount that woman's lawyer claimed that Depp would refuse. During the defamation trial, Heard's attorney Elaine asked is Disney aware that Mr. Depp has testified under oath that he would not take another Pirates franchise for $300 million and $1 million alpacas? The whole courtroom laughed at the outlandish claims by the disgraced former small-time models. Small-time models. And even, is that Elaine? Who are they referring to? And even a big shot Disney executives were listening in. Disney are preparing a deal for $301 that will include a sizable donation to a charity of Depp's choice. Well, that's a good, that would help. The deal is reportedly for Johnny to return as Jack Sparrow in 6, and a spin-off Disney Plus series about the early life of the captain of the Black Pearl. It seems as Johnny's currently has his eyes set playing Gomez items, and that's not happening. So again, they're wrong. It's called Wednesday. Tim Burton's show is called Wednesday, which they didn't even get that right. So their industry insiders are idiots, and that the cast is already out on that. He's not in it. So maybe he'll be busy for the next year or so. No. However, Disney are excited and hopeful to be working with 50-year-old actor no matter the project. So look, I mean, this is such a tell at the end. This is a site that's just spreading out rumors, just like this was a rumor. And people get excited about rumors, but no. It's called Wednesday with, I forget her name, Jenna Ortez. And he's not in it. Was it Luis Guzman or someone that's playing Gomez already in Tim Burton's version? And it's not Johnny. Doesn't mean that Johnny couldn't do other things later, but it's not happening. So yeah, this is a blog. I don't buy it. Again, this was also from June 7th that they now have updated. That is a huge tell. June 7th, this was updated, and now it's out there and updated to June 27th. So not buying it. The inside. This is all getting out today from a story from June 7th that now people are just slow news day trying to make a story. So I don't buy this. I wish it's true. I hope it's true. I am so happy for Johnny because even a headline like this helps, I suppose. But it also just sort of gives Disney credit for something that they shouldn't get. Now, what's really frustrating is this story, because this story is now all over the place this morning as well, almost as seemingly like some PR firm for some terrible person might be out there trying to make a win look like a loss. I wonder who could be responsible for such a diabolical move. But here it is coming in from The Independent that viewers were uncomfortable over the inclusion of Johnny Depp's video in Paul McCartney's set on Saturday. He's attracted criticism for playing a clip of Johnny during his performance. Beatles star played the Pyramid Song on Saturday and became the oldest ever host, blah, 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 blah. Here, many people, however, took issue with the choice to play a video of Depp on the jumbo screen during the set. In a black and white clip, Depp is seen playing guitar and reciting the song's lyrics in sign language. This is not the first time that McCartney has played the clip of Depp at his concerts. He has been using the footage during his recent U.S. tour while Depp's defamation trial was ongoing. Gene Korakin, deeply disappointed in both Paul McCartney and Glastonbury for the Johnny Depp video, feels like it goes against everything Glastonbury stands for. Well, I wanted to look up Gene. Oh, wait, she doesn't exist. Oh, interesting how that happens. Isn't it interesting how a tweet is there and then suddenly the whole count is deleted? Something seems fishy here. Huh. Interesting. Paul McCartney was insane, but I wish he didn't play a music video featuring Johnny Depp during one of his songs. Now, I did find that person. That person does seem to be real. I've reached out to all of them. They haven't written me back yet. By using it, he took a side. Because someone did challenge him. He's just looking at it, not taking sides, because the video is from 2012. Video's about his third wife. Again, for those that don't know the backstory on Paul McCartney, which I am going to have to probably do my own video on. He had his own That Woman. People are maybe quick to forget about Heather Mills. So I wonder why Paul might be friendly with Johnny and maybe have reached out and want to support the man who's going through a similar situation. My God, there was even a broken wine glass in this as well. This story is... Whew, I had to go back down and remind myself about this one because even I had forgotten how close and similar this woman was to that woman. So yeah, it makes sense that Johnny would be supported by Paul McCartney, who went through a similar issue. But these idiots, oh my God, how dare, if only they knew that their hero had same charges. Do you believe Heather? Do you believe Heather, Zach? I'm so curious because I'm guessing he doesn't. He's a Paul McCartney fan. Paul McCartney using a video of Johnny Depp in a song for his wife. Christ. Oh, the audacity. The audacity. Depp singing to McCartney's love song to his wife feels a bit off key. Well, this one was very interesting to me, Steven, because you had no problem with, it feels a bit off key, but then earlier in his tirade, he was all like, people complaining about Glastonbury being political and woke and saying Thunberg has no right to be there. Really have no effing idea. Okay, so Greta can get political, but Paul can't and speak for men and DV. That's a bit off key for Steven here, who again is just random seeming freelance writers for The Independent, which again is the very weird how the audience is uncomfortable, and it's literally an independent writer is the one putting it out there, almost like they're making the story out of nothing, like a bunch of freelance writers. As you look at these things, or sorry, it wasn't him. He's the lone rando. I can't figure out who he is. Rando. Occasional journalist. So you have 3 journalists, 2 journalists, some rando guy who literally just says, what was his quote? Christ. Okay. And then you have 2 journalists and an account that no longer exists. And suddenly, the viewers are uncomfortable over this. Something's off here. Could someone be doing a negative PR campaign against Johnny? No, that would be impossible. Yes, so with all that said, I support this story even more getting out there today. So bravo. Let's spin it the other way. Even though I don't believe this is true yet, I believe it could be true. Just like I believe that woman could be gone from Aquaman. It's still yet to be proven. So let's not get our hopes up just yet. Let's not stop the battle because we still need to, be loud and clear of like, he's innocent. Time to put him back in the movies that you all took him out of. That's something I feel very strongly about. But I want to make sure that the info we get is accurate and true. And that's why you want to subscribe here to make sure you get those updates from me. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below on your thoughts on these headlines that are heading out there. We'll be live today, later around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so join us there. Updates to the Petitio case and so much more I want to break down for you. We will see you down here on Popcorn Planet. Thanks so much for watching.